My name is Siavash Madani, and I came to Canada in 2001 from Iran. In Canada, my greatest challenge has been integrating into society, both professionally and from a social standpoint. I have found success through hard work and persistence. I have moved around a lot in my life. I'd say every 3 or 4 years, ever since I was a child, we moved.
Okay.
Not just moving from this home to another home, cities, countries. So there was a lot of mobility, and I've thought about this a lot. Wherever I live and I settle down, obviously it's somewhere comfortable that I feel like home.
Okay.
And it immediately triggers something in me that becomes my home, and I try to grow roots and settle down. So 3 years ago when I came, it's over 3 years now, just over 3 years, that I came to Victoria, that was my intention, and I think it's happening, you know. I got a condo, I have my home, and I've settled down. This feels like home. It's always a balance with me.
Okay.
Like there needs to be a few different factors, and they need to add up. Even I don't sit down and write them down, or I don't make lists, but in my head there's always a few different things that make that place that I'm planning to go to and stay for a while a viable solution. Not necessarily because there's a problem where I am and I'm trying to get away from it, but it's the next step in my grand plan, which is not written. I think the fact that I moved a lot during my life and the sensation of being in a new place, I think that's my biggest driver. The sensation that you're walking around in streets that you don't know, looking at people that you don't know, trying to figure out how to survive, how to figure things out, how to become part of that fabric of that society. That's what's really driven me, and that's what gives me the most excitement when I go to a new place to stay, not just for vacation. But even then, like, the most enjoyable thing for me on vacation is to just stick my hands in my pocket, walk around on the street and observe and learn. So that is, I would say that's the biggest driving force, and it's something that excites me every time that, you know, the sparks are you know, flying when I know I'm going somewhere new. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because eventually one wants to establish somewhere and set roots, and just, which I think and I hope Victoria is that place.